Well, the tools are somewhat limited on, honestly, people. For example, you can't rebate property taxes. There's a lot of things you can't do. There are a few things that you can do. I think the city of Owensboro and our recent dealings with the U.S. Bank and that decision to build a new facility here and employ 500 additional people is a model for the kinds of things that government can do. I don't know whether we can improve on that process or not, but we have to be creative. I think we have to be business friendly. We have to look for ways through bonding and those sorts of things where we can assist industries and new opportunities here. But we have a good organization with the organization we have set up, the economic development. I think plan is solid. We have good people in that. I believe they have the expertise necessary to perform in a manner that would help us in economic development. There's not a magic trick that I know of. I hear people say that we ought to go bring in GE, or we ought to bring Toyota, or we ought to get Xerox, or we ought to get Caterpillar, or we ought to get the Harley Davidson. It's just not like we can go out and look at a menu like at McDonald's restaurant and pick the companies that we want to come here. Everybody wants those companies. I think we have to come to the realization in this community that the kinds of industrial jobs that we used to have, such as the steel mill, GE, Kenred, many of those are in all probability not coming back to our community. If we're very fortunate, we may have the opportunity to have some of those, and we need to strive for those. But I think Owensboro has become a number one, a regional medical center, and I think we have to educate the public to know that there are many jobs, many good jobs, many professional kinds of jobs with good pay and good benefits in health care. And that's an area that I think we are moving in. We have a new hospital. And so we have to convince people that those are desirable jobs that give you a good income and a good profession. And we have to not think so much about the industrial and commercial kinds of jobs we have had in the past. Education, if you take the public schools, city and county, then that would be the largest employer in the area. So all those jobs relating in education are good jobs. They're here. They're not going to disappear. They're not going to China, or they're not going to India. So again, we have to refocus our people in the direction of those jobs which are available here. I think Owensboro is becoming a regional shopping center, or a regional merchandising center. Some of those jobs are not good paying jobs, but they're opportunity for owners and the people who own those businesses. So I think there are business opportunities related to merchandising. And so I think we have to say, you know, we don't have those kind of jobs, but here are the opportunities in our community, and we need to get our people trained. We need to give them the educational opportunity to be prepared for the jobs that we do have, and I think we'll do quite well. Never in the history of this community have we had all the things going on: the new hospital, the bypasses, the Western Kentucky building, expansion of the community colleges, the downtown redevelopment, and so there are many wonderful opportunities here. They're different. They're not like they used to be, but they're here.
Do you think, on the whole, Davis County is a business-friendly community?
I think it is, Owen. I really think it is. If you drive, and I will not even mention the counties or communities, but as I drive in this area, I go into some other counties. Sometimes I hear people fussing about planning and zoning and too many regulations. But as I drive through some of the other counties, in some of the other states not far from here, I see the importance of planning and zoning. I don't, maybe we have too many regulations, I don't know. But the people that tell me, and I heard a gentleman tell me yesterday that he knew a guy who came here and started a business, and he had 2 or 3 locations, and he had so much difficulty doing his business that he sold his other locations. He was not going to develop any other businesses here, and I guess that can be frustrating at times. But I also know when I go out to some of the other communities not far from here, I don't like what I see. And I like what I see in our community. And maybe we need to look at that, and maybe we can improve that, and maybe we can be more friendly, but the buck has to stop someplace. There have to be some kind of regulations.